There we go. We're live. Here we are, the Breakfast Club. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're watching from. And our subject today we're going to discuss is why financial independence matters for women over 40. Now, this subject is near and dear to my heart just from my own personal experience. And I will go into that more after we hear from the ladies. But I just want to hear what you guys think about this subject.
Well, it's a great subject. I was excited about this subject. You know, at 40, we start to, well, first of all, the kids are gone, and then, we can focus more on our career or maybe even our goals that we have put aside for years because we're,
Mhm.
looking after the family and the kids and whatnot. And so, that maybe the career isn't as fulfilling as it was. It just changes after a certain age. Um, Sometimes that's when we have the desire to start something new. And it's a good time to reevaluate. And I remember thinking to myself when the kids were gone, I have always wanted to sit down and do some drawing, sketching, or painting,
Mhm.
like watercolor painting or things like that. Um, so, anyways, I have made a list of things that I would like to do afterwards. Um, and so sometimes it's not just a financial security of of reaching out for something else financially or career wise. It's about the freedom that it gives you, the choices that you have instead of focusing on just the space and the people you're looking after. You can start looking after yourself and reaching out for some goals and whatnot. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, it's a great time to reevaluate um, and move on if that's where you're at. So
Yeah, great points, Jose. Hmm. Go ahead, Pam.
Yeah, I was thinking along the same line as Josie was actually because when we're growing up in our younger years before 40, we're out
mm,
there and we're doing things we're doing. We might be into different job fields wherever we're to. We might be into different relationships. Sometimes in life, you've already been in a relationship and it's dissolved and you're going on. And sometimes you get worn down and you wonder if life is possible after the fact that this relationship has dissolved. You're worn, you've been there, you've done that, you've been
Hmm.
into this career, it's not what you want, it don't fit. And then all of a sudden you hit 40 and you stop and you think, you know what? There must be something there that I can do for me. I'm a
mm-hmm,
strong person. I have learned
mm-hmm,
from my past. And like they say, mistakes is only mistakes that you learn from, it's only lessons, and you move on from
Hmm.
that. And I think
Exactly.
women really needs it because they are strong. Women are strong. Like how many times do you see families that are broken or
mm-hmm,
maybe somebody passed in the relationship and it's the mom usually that holds it together and
Yep.
she's strong. She got her eggs in a row
mm-hmm,
and she knows what she's doing and she knows where to go. So
Hmm.
this gives her this little this intuition that says, you know what? You got everything it takes to make it. So why not go for it? And then you see this woman, she comes out and she's blooming. You go, oh my goodness, I didn't know you were like that. Like you
mm-hmm,
got so much to give, and where have you
Hmm.
been?
Hmm.
mm-hmm,
And it only dawned on her when she reached the age of 40 or so that I've been there, I've done that. It's time for me to move on and do something for me. And I think she's
mm-hmm,
the right person to build a legacy for herself.
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Tina, what's your thoughts?
Um, well, like the ladies were saying, the kids are gone, the spouses may change, come and go, whatever. Like, you're at that point in your life where you've lived, You've done some
Mhm.
things, you've got some skills, you've got some, experience.
Mhm.
And you realize it's now about peace of mind, and it's about, what do you want to do? How do you want to move forward?
Mhm.
And financial independence at this stage of the game, it allows us to align with our values a little bit more,
Mhm. Mhm.
and instead of like obligations or expectations, or as well as, right?
Mhm.
At the same time. And it's a good time to kind of reflect on your story thus far and rewrite it, and
Yeah.
start strong, like start
Mhm.
making those decisions for yourself, and you have a strong foothold. And it's never too late to invest in yourself. It's never too late to learn. It's
Mhm.
never too late to grow, um, personally,
Mhm.
professionally, and it's never too late to grow another income stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, it's an exciting time, really, because you get to kind of almost start over. You feel like a little kid again.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me, knows that, right? Because
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
to like have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And it's not all fun and games. There's definitely work. There's definitely
Mhm.
some
Mhm.
trials, but for the most part, you get to create it the way you want it. And that's what I
Mhm.
love about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
also
sure.
thought of like what's my purpose now? Like, so, I've raised my kids, I've, looked after the husband, the house, the this, the that. What's my purpose now? And so, yeah, like turning your eyes onto
Mhm.
yourself it's not a bad thing, because
No.
you have given all those years to someone else,
Mhm.
or something else, or a group of people. And now it's okay, well, what's my purpose now? And so, like, for me, it changed drastically, right? I could be comfortable just with, the income that we have now. But no, you know what? I feel like I've been pulled like an elastic, and then now it's time for me to let go of that elastic and be shot into the
Mhm.
into my future,
Yeah.
and do what I really want to do, which is, lots of mission trips and helping the community. And at this time of the year, we're already getting uh you know uh, requests for, help out with turkey this, and feed the or even the Christ buying gifts for kids around the world, right? So,
Mhm. Mhm.
from countries that they don't even know what a gift is. The other
Mhm.
thing on that note, I know it's a little off topic here, but the Christmas program, Operation Christmas Child, when you fill a box, that box never goes to another child that's had a box.
Mm.
They have never yet, of all the years, it never goes back to a child who has already had a box. So they've
Oh.
only gotten one box in their lifetime. Like, it's just unbelievable, right? So,
Mhm.
being able to, fill 10 boxes so that it goes farther, or there's so many. My list is this long. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
going after right now, is
Yeah.
that purpose of
Mhm.
being able to help the community and help the world as far as I can go. So
Yeah.
it's
And
exciting.
for sure. And for me, independence as a woman is so important, having given
Hmm.
away my independence in my younger years. When I got married, I was a teenager, right? Like, I met my husband when I was a teenager. And back then, everything was together. And I'm sure people in my age range can relate to that. Like, everything was in both your names, all bank accounts, all loans, all, more, everything was in both your names.
Hmm.
Well, when somebody leaves unexpectedly, like which happened to me, well, guess who's stuck with all the bills? The person that's at home and has all this stuff. So and you have no way out of it. Like, you either work your way through it, um or you sink. It's a sink or swim situation. But
Hmm.
it's one that I highly recommend to women not putting themselves into. You should always have your own bank account. And it's as a nest egg, in case of emergencies, whether you're with somebody or not. It's always good to have a little nest egg, right? um Also, it's never late to start over, never too late to start over, like Tina said. You can start over at any age. You just have to focus on where you want to go and take steps towards that. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No, it didn't happen, overnight for me either. I ended up going back to school, and it was a long process. And now, in my later years, I'm working online. That's a different route I'm taking now. Um, but it's possible for everybody if you want to take the steps. That's where it comes down to. And you believe in yourself and you know that you can do it. And you can, obviously. All of us have, taken a different route in our lives, and none of us had experience working online. So if any one of us can do it, you can do it as well.
With age comes wisdom, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You take that wisdom and apply it to no matter what you're doing. But it works in the online space, even if it's foreign to you.
Yes.
And it is to most people that are, my age. I should just use my age, not everybody's age. And it is because we weren't brought up with the internet. But if you're willing to
Look
learn,
at us rocking it now.
exactly. If you're willing to learn, you can do it. Like there's just there's so much support and training, and you can have fun with it. Right now, our breakfast club are doing reels, different types of reels, and we're all taking turns with that. So it gives that person practice, and we get to have fun with it, right? Like, so there's lots of different ways that you can support each other in this business.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's our chat on independence for women, which, as you can see, we're all passionate about it in our own ways. And if you're looking for a little bit more independence or a different direction in your life, and working online, is tweaking your interest a bit, it costs nothing to look into it. It starts out with a free webinar. Just reach out and we'll be happy to get you the link. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.